but I like to use mechanisms, things that you can put in place in reality to like, because there's, especially with the content that's being put out there, I feel like there's all this positive content that's out there, but there's no actual like tangible things that you can do. So that was what you just said was great. The way you perceive things in your life and how you react to them, all great.
Does it serve me?
Does it serve you? So what I like to do as a tangible action or a mechanism in my mind is, we all believe and we all understand, or it's common knowledge, that you can see someone else's perception of or someone else's problems. This is why we had, like, in fighting, you have a corner. And I think I got my hands up and I'm winning the fight, and my corner will be saying, hands up, watch the right hand, whatever it's going to be. You get advice from a third party perspective. And it's very easy when you look at a relationship, you think, why is this girl with this guy? Or why is this guy with this girl? It's very easy to, and people come to you with your problems. And it's very easy for you to go, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, do this. But your own problems are very hard to solve, right? Because you have all the other issues. So what I try and do as a mechanism is I try and come out of my own body and look at myself from a third person perspective. So I try and, right now in this zone right now, I could sit here and I could see myself looking at myself while I'm talking to you. And looking from that third party perspective, it's much easier to make decisions that aren't attached to emotion, aren't attached to reason, whatever it is. They're just going to be fact. Like, okay, he's doing this, this, and this. The best option to do is this. And I think that's a good mechanism. If you struggle, people talk about meditation and they talk about all this, again, esoterical stuff that it's very difficult to understand. Meditation is basically just thinking. It's nothing else. People try and make it complicated and there's all these apps and all this bullshit. It's like, for my meditation is I just sit there and I come out of my own body and I look at myself from a third person perspective, which sounds pretty esoterical and bullshit, but that's what I do. And from that position, I make decisions that impact my life because I feel like I get better perspective. You said memory and perspective were two of them, right?
Memory and perception.
Perception.
Yep.
Okay. Perspective, perception. Same word?
Yeah.
Okay,
Similar.
cool. And then what were the other three?
Reason, intuition, and will, using your will.
Okay. So that's actually how I describe this guy. So I think of myself as two people. Well, three people, but two people. I think of myself as me, my body, my mind, and then this third person, this guy over here. So I said I think of myself as two people, but then I described three, so it doesn't make any sense.
Mind, body, spirit.
Let's do it again. Kind of mind, body, and soul, or mind, body, spirit. So I think of myself as three people. So those three people are going to be my body, the flesh, the vehicle that I live life through. Then I'm going to be my mind, the one that makes decisions and deals with data that comes in. And then the third one would be my will. And that would be the one that's overlooking my life. And that's the person when you're in the morning, it's 6 a.m., your alarm goes off, you have to get up, but your mind tells you, oh, it's comfortable in bed. Your body's warm, it's comfortable in bed, but your will says, get up. Like, that's the guy that controls your life. That's the guy that decides if you achieve what you want to achieve or you don't. And I try and listen to the third guy as much as possible. But that's why for me, meditation is listening to that third guy, coming out my body, being this third guy and looking at my life and being like, you're going down this road, I want to go this way, but to go this way is going to be tough. Okay, we need to do that. So yeah, it's for me, I think we have the five. I'm going to go back over these five because they're interesting to me because I don't know anything about this. So we've got perception,
reason,
memory,
intuition, will. There's another one, but I forget. But those are the five main ones. Yeah.
Well, I keep forgetting memory, so it shows that my memory is good for the future and for the past, but for right now, it's not so good. Perception, and we went over will. So reason, what does that cover?
It's using your mental faculties to decide whether something is like for your benefit or not for your benefit. You could say logic is another way of saying it, but I think that logic is not as objective as people think. Logic is based on your conditioning and your beliefs, so it's actually quite more subjective than people think. People think, well, this is the logical conclusion, but your logic is determined by your past experiences and your beliefs and stuff like that. We like to think it's objective, but more often than not, it's not.
Yeah, more to do with how you were raised, where you come from in the world, your religion. Maybe the sixth one, spirit or religion.
Could be.
Or, yeah. I don't know. Okay, so that's your reason, and then what's the one that we're missing? We've got
intuition.
Okay, so I think we all know what intuition is, right? Your gut, your feeling of your gut, or
I think everyone has experienced intuition in their life, but I think most people don't know how to tap into it or haven't, because it's like anything. It's like a skill that you have to practice on a regular basis, right? In order to be able to tap into that voice and hear that voice, because it doesn't speak. It's, as they say, it's like your intuition whispers, right? But the ego side of you is the one that's like a little chihuahua, barks the loudest, whereas the the German Shepherd, which is the intuition, it doesn't need to bark. It's already strong, and it knows. But you have to, I think, in order to get in touch with it, you have to spend time, like you said, like in silence on a regular basis. And meditation is a form of intuition because you're getting in touch with that.
Yes, I spoke about this on another podcast. I love bringing up other podcasts I've been on because that's what I like. I learn things. We had one about spirituality, and we were talking about the relationship between, and everyone took this as like I was this super religious guy. I'm not religious.
Yeah.
My family are religious. You know I'm not religious. I grew up as Jehovah's Witness, and now I've explored a lot of religions along the way, but I'm not religious. I believe in a higher power, but I don't really know what it is. And on the podcast, we were talking about that connectivity between you and God, and how you and the spirit or you and the higher power is only obtained by time on your own, thinking and connecting to the universe. I'm a bit woo-woo kind of energy sometimes every now and then, but like I feel like the more that you can connect to the universe or you can connect to that higher power, the more self-belief that you can generate because you understand yourself better. And I'm not making some big thing, but in my eyes, God or the Holy Spirit or whatever you want to call him, the higher power is you. It all again comes down to that third person, that decision. So if you make that connection with God, you're actually reconnecting with yourself. And by connecting with yourself, you have more energy or more power to achieve what you want to achieve. So I think what you just said, like a lot of that, why I think Muslims are so driven and powerful people is because they pray 5 times a day. And praying 5 times a day is basically meditation 5 times a day. So they are driven like on their goals, on gratitude, on all the things that you need to be that are missing in this world now because of the digitalization of the world and everything that's going on and all the different distractions you get and your phone and all this crap that you're distracted by. Like they are more connected to themselves because they pray 5 times a day. What do you think?
100%. I mean, there's one of my favorite books called The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. And there's a chapter, I think it's chapter 7, and it's about gratitude. And he says that gratitude is the bridge between you and God and you and spirit, basically. It's the energetic frequency that you need to be on in order to really tap into that. So he said that the more that you have gratitude in your life, the more that you have like abundance, prosperity, and basically all the things that you want in life, because that's the frequency of spirit is gratitude. So prayer is a form of gratitude, you could say as well. So pray in the way that Christians, like Christianity does it, which is like kind of a form of begging or pleading, or then there's prayer, which is like, oh, please God, please give me that. Or it's like prayer, which is a form of gratitude, which is like, thank you, God, for blessing me and giving me all these things, right? So I guess it depends on your perspective, but I think the more, certainly I found, the more gratitude you have in your life, the better your life gets, to be honest, because you feel more tapped in and more connected. So I totally agree.